Hello everybody, I'm Sneaksy Gamer and welcome back to Thief Deadly Shadows. We just finished basically being betrayed by Keeper Orland and many of the other keepers. And now we have the Keeper Enforcers after us. These guys are very disturbing. They communicate telepathically with each other, but somehow I'm able to hear it.
Have I sensed it again? No, I did not see him.
And we are unable to use keeper doors right now, because Orland has pretty much put a lockdown on everything. So we can't do this.
This keeper door can't be used. Something must be wrong with the glyphs.
So I'm gonna try to sneak by these guys as best as I can because they are strong and take a lot more punishment than a normal enemy.
The enforcers are using telepathy to communicate silently. I don't think they know I can hear them.
And of course they're going to be guarding all of the exits from the area. We've got one right over here. Actually, I think there's two of them over here. Yes, there's two of them here. And they attack and kill any Hammerites or city guards.
You have interfaced something.
And also, that's a bit loud.
Something is unbalanced.
In the end is always the same with these sinners.
And that Hammerite actually... Oh, there were a couple
If it is him, I will sense it.
but they killed that keeper, that enforcer that was over here. This leads to Stonemarket, but I want to clear out this area in here first. And I forgot to mute my phone. I have to find a way to get past these guys, which can be quite difficult. Sometimes. He wasn't supposed to be there.
Well, guess it was just my imagination.
I will come in here. And perhaps the city...
For a second, I thought I saw...
Maybe the city watch guard will take care of that.
Will not allow Glory to escape. is attempting to evade. Searching. Gone. The foe has outmaneuvered. Will resume mission.
Ah, please, don't hurt me!
Hammerite. Sweet, the Hammerite came running up and killed her.
Having spite the builder's enemy.
Okay. The Hammerite is dead. And yes, they do kill just plain old people who are walking around too. Because those people run for help, and that is disrupting their mission, so they'll go and kill them. So these enforcers are pretty ruthless. Stop. No patrons beyond this point. The management. And we've got one hell of a brutal lock on this door. Well, not really brutal, but a lot tougher than the ones we've found so far. I mean, not that they're really tough, but it's a lot more complicated, I guess. So I'm just gonna keep circling around until I find the right spots. There we go. Now, in here, we have a health potion and some loot. Now, those ones are just normal bottles, I believe. I'm going to come out here, and I'm up above that entrance to Stonemarket. Now, where do I want to go from here?
You have interfered. Perhaps I was too eager.
Can't climb that wall. Okay, so there's no point in going up there. And of course, the normal city folk will assume that I'm the one who killed people and call the watch on me. Anyway, I'm going to come in here and get the loot from in here. Diary of R. Hocknor. Tuesday. The whole thing's running smoother than I could have hoped. Every night I show up, they hand over the stuff. I'm happy, and them, while they get to stay in my business. While they get to stay in business. It's a sweet arrangement, and the best part is I'm the sole beneficiary of the deal. Don't have to add it to the city watch pool, because they don't know about it. See, it takes real brains to pull off a good, profitable scam. And if nothing else, I got real brains. Wednesday, I was just thinking to myself, why not drink a little of this stuff? Say every third bottle or so. Won't cut into my profits too much. And besides, I just end up spending the dough on liquor anyway. See, now that's real brains again. Probably just saved myself a bunch of coin. So we get a note. It would help if I was hitting the right button. And I'm supposed to get to my fence here in Old Quarter and see if he can help you before you are killed by the Keeper Assassins. Ramian's place is to the east. So we've got all these notes, but... Here. Hocknor, a city watch guard, is extorting the Old Quarter Tavern for an expensive bottle of wine every night. And that's the wine that I went in there and grabbed. Now, we can use our climbing gloves to climb up here. And over here, we've got ourselves...
Builder's blessing on thy work.
But I got my papers, all in order, see? And quarantine's over, right? Look, I got a cart full of food. Big party tonight at the Waldorfs. I'm the caterer. No, of course not. Are you even hearing me? I've made a contract to be at the Waldorf mansion. Their daughter's engagement party. I'm telling you, if I'm not there in an hour, my reputation will be ruined, and I'll be out of business before you can say Burrick's breath.
Move along! Have a nice day!
No! I'm not moving, not until you let me cross. I want to see someone in charge. Are you listening to me?
Did I see something?
So that guard is apparently not letting this guy through to where he needs to go.
Welcome, welcome. Step into my store. I call it Carmen's Place, because that's me. I'm Carmen. The Hammerites think I sell ladies' undergarments or something. I don't know where they got that impression, but it keeps them away. So everybody's happy, yeah?
So I'm gonna buy some stuff here. And then I'm going to head back out.
Remember, death to anyone who might aid the betrayer.
And I want to get up there, so I'm going to go back in here. There are other ways to get in there, but I'm going to go back up here.
Ah! Coming through!
And I'm going to go through here again. But this time I'm going to go this way. Now carefully. Can't grab that just yet.
Always alert. He will attempt to evade.
Last wishes of Morrissey Blander. Being of sound mind and failing body, I hereby set down on paper my last will and testament, for my possessions, of which there are few, that they be given to charity, as I have no family. For my entombment, I wish only to be buried with my map, my architectural layout of the Shale Bridge cradle. The design of that great building was my life's work. Additionally, I wish for an ordinary burial with no specifications, except that I have a fondness for the catacombs underneath the Hammerite fort. If there is room, and if there is time, I would consider it quite satisfactory if someone were to say a few words at my funeral about the Shale Bridge cradle, something pleasant, perhaps that its design is most sublime. So we've got another note now. A map of the Shale Bridge cradle is kept in the architect's grave in the catacombs under Fort Ironwood. So we will be visiting there in a little while. We've got a keeper up on the rooftops over there. This is where I'm supposed to go to. But I'm not going to use the front door. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to knock this keeper, this enforcer out with... I'm going to come back to turn around and go back the other way.
No, I do not sense him. Resuming mission.
These guys are quite troublesome.
Do not underestimate the betrayer. He will try to evade.
Gotcha. Then I'm going to go over this way. This is where I'm supposed to go.
dead. I guess Ramian isn't going to be much help after all.
So Ramian's dead. And that was my fence that I was supposed to come and see. He doesn't have much here. A little bit of loot, I think, somewhere.
Did I sense something?
Maybe.
It was a false alarm.
Okay, I guess he doesn't have any loot in here. Now, we've got a note here that says, Garrett, return to your dwelling in South Quarter. Trust us, we will help you. We cannot risk saying anything further. A friend. So somebody wants to help me.
I do not sense him. If he were here, I would sense.
Now we've got another one of those complicated locks.
Be aware. Garrett has proven he can be lethal.
Now we're back out here. I'm going to click save because I haven't done that yet. Now, I'm going to come over here. And we've got an enforcer over here. I'm gonna try to sneak past him. And I'm going to come down here.
Remember, Garrett has been trained. He has to be a danger.
And I don't believe there's anything in here. We've got one of these, but there's a crate blocking it.
Let nothing distract us. If anyone tries to interfere with the mission, destroy him. No sign currently, but he has training. There. A possible enemy.
I don't know if
If it is my fault, I will
I don't know
send
if I can even knock these guys out. Nope. Not like that. Can't knock them out with my blackjack, but I can use gas. And these guys are dangerous because they use both. They can. I'm pretty sure they can fight both hand to hand and they shoot those things at me from a distance. Not sure. They might not be. They might not attack hand to hand. To Lord Percival Pitwick, landowner from C. Brackett and Sons, Odd Jobs. Dear Sir, about your request to enter into a contract to tear down the old Shalebridge Cradle building in Old Quarter, I must respectfully decline, as that building is cursed and worse than haunted. And I won't step foot near it, and I wouldn't never send my sons there neither. Don't you remember that awful fire there way back when? I say it was a demon fire, and so say the few survivors. Plus, there was poor Wallace Crumb, who I'm sure never made the acquaintance of a fine lord like yourself, but who was a decent chap. He made a bet to spend a night in that place. Well, that was 9 years ago, and I ain't seen him since. Awful sorry we can't be of help, but if you got any odd jobs around your house, you can count on Brackett and Sons. So, I mentioned the cradle earlier as being a very scary level, and this is the Shalebridge Cradle here. We can't go in yet, but we will be entering it soon. Gonna get a city watch guard over my way. Now, where else can I go? There's an enforcer over there, so I'm going to climb up here onto the rooftops again. And I will be spending a lot of time in the city trying to avoid these guys as best as possible, and only fight them if I absolutely have to.
There are some good rooftops in Old Quarter. They don't call it the Thieves' Highway for nothing.
Now, I don't think I can get down here. At least not without taking damage, so I'm going to drop down on this side. And we just saw an enforcer right down here, so I gotta be careful. Get a quick save. Now this is for Ironwood. Which is a Hammerite fort, and because I am friendly with the Hammerites, they don't attack me. Which is good. But I don't know why I came back here, because this is not where I want to go. I want to go back to my house in, I believe, Salt Quarter is where it is. Wherever it is, I want to go back to my house. The easiest way to do that is, of course, that direction, which leads me past the docks, or leads me through the docks, I mean.
Something. There was nothing to hear.
Oh, that sucks, I missed that first one in a while. But I want to go back this way, and then I'm going to...
Heard something. Some little quiet. I thought I heard a sound.
I'm just going to run right past
Don't think of what the bloody hells! If someone's there,
And this leads to the docks. Yes, I want to go to the docks. Because the docks, if you remember, come out right near Black Alley, which is right behind Garrett's building, pretty much.
Any guards around?
I'm gonna come down here and sell off this stuff that I got first.
He will use stealth. Be alert.
Okay, why are you down here and why are the pagans that should be here not fighting you?
Be aware. Garrett has proven he can be lethal.
Don't notice me. Don't notice me.
I know you're the culprit. I'm gonna get someone to deal with you.
Your interference must end. Here, the battle is here. Must continue the search.
Okay, I'll try to kill this one then, because that pagan should have injured it pretty badly. There we go. They can take up to 4 or 5 arrows to kill them rather than the 3 that everybody else takes.
So, what do you have for me? I'm not much for handing out compliments, but no regular thief could have...
And she's the one who takes all the special loot that you've obtained. I'm gonna climb up here and grab this gas arrow because it may come in handy while fighting these enforcers. Or not fighting them, but while trying to avoid them. And our normal
Shouldn't you
way
be out in the
through,
woods or something?
our normal way through is no longer working, but this leads to South Quarter. Since quarantine has been lifted, we can go through this way. Now, I want to go back to... I'm gonna stop by Black Alley first and sell off my other loot.
Can you tell me what happened?
And there is an enforcer over here, of course. So I could probably kill this one, but I'm going to use a gas arrow on him. Just because it's much easier than killing them. Then I'm going to come down here and visit Heartless Perry to sell off my...
What's the word on the street? I need some good news for a change.
So now I have no loot to sell. I've completely sold off all of the loot that I had.
I'm Thomas, the proprietor here. We're here to help if you need anything.
I'm gonna buy that. I'm going to buy those and...
Glad we could be of service.
broadhead arrows just in case. Now, of course, we are going back to my building over here, and you know they're not gonna leave that open for me to just walk right in. We've got some enforcers guarding it.
Uh-oh.
Looks like this city watch.
Nothing. No surprise. Nothing ever happens right. Not again.
Okay, that's a bit unusual. Anyway, that's not my building. This is my building. I'm going to come in here. Now we've got the our normal guard who's always in here.
All clear. Probably heard a mouse scurrying about.
The betrayer has much to answer for.
But now, in Garrett's apartment, we've got another enforcer. I'm going to see if I can draw that enforcer down here to fight with this guard.
I have no idea what that sound could be. Aha!
Hopefully he'll have time.
Needn't be so.
Then I There we go. Now my room is cleared and I can come in here and don't know how this guy died. He either died from the fire or the person who left me to know killed him. Gonna make sure there's nothing in here I can grab. Might have some extra supplies laying around. No, we don't. And here's another note. Garrett, you still have friends and allies. We are waiting in the graveyard in Old Quarter to speak with you. Of course, I just came from Old Quarter. As proof of our good intentions, we have provided a quick means for you to evade the enforcers temporarily. Go to Black Alley and look for something unusual there. Our efforts to contact you have put us all in peril. That is all we can risk saying in this missive. Balance a friend. So, because they signed it with the word balance, and they're saying they're putting themselves in peril by contacting me, tells us they're keepers. So some of the keepers are still on my side. But now, I apologize for that. That was probably really loud. Now I'm out of time. So, I'm going to save here. And thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.